Oh yeah. Banjo finally in Smash, guys. My name's ButterJiggy, and I'm the first official Banjo main. I just want to try to be the first one to go through all of his moves, because he does have some really unique moves, um, and I really want to talk about him. And so I'm gonna preface this whole video right now by saying I don't think that he is OP. Um, but I do think this character has a lot of potential. So first, as we have out here, he has, let's look at his dash. He's got a really nice little dash dance right here, nice little foxtrot. I like his super fast dash animation. That's really cool. And if you go into a full dash, he will, just like the game, hop out, and Kazooie will come out and carry him on her back. So that's pretty cool. And another thing to note about his movement is that he has 2 mid-air jumps. 1, 2. So when you jump up in the air, you get 2 flaps, and then they're actually pretty low jumps, kind of like Charizard, where he doesn't like go a super amount of distance, but they get him, that little bit further that he needs to go. And I guess this will be a good time to get into his specials and talk about his recovery with his up B. So as we saw in the video, it is just kind of like a spring type thing. I think the best thing to think of it as is basically a sonic spring that you can't really go back and jump on. We saw that, oops, sorry, wrong move. We saw that you could actually use it to hit people, similar to Snake's box, like his taunt. And you can kind of just hit people off with it, get cute little gimps. Had to figure it out more. But so you can tap it to go a set distance, or you can hold it to get a little more height. And what's really important to note is that when you up B, you can jump out of your up B. So if you go off stage to edge guard, you're going to want to save your jumps for after you up B, because that is actually a stupid amount of distance. Like, that's, if he goes out there to edge guard someone and they're pretty far off and he's able to get back, there's no way that, unless they're a hero or something, that they would have really any way of getting back to the stage. Next, his neutral B. So if you tap it once, you get a little egg, kind of like, has the nice little arc, kind of like a Mario Fireball or Dr. Mario Pill. So when you shoot it on the ground, it bounces a little bit, or you can use the arc to try to get a direct hit right on them, but it does bounce a little bit. So that can have some uses for edge trapping or ledge trapping, and setting things up around the ledge, which is really interesting, and just for edge guards as well, and just as a poking tool overall too. Next part about it is when you hold it, he pulls out Kazooie and uses her like a gun, and you can move back and forth and switch sides, and you can jump, and you can also shoot, while moving as well. And to cancel this, to get out of it, you can either shield or you can crouch. Unless you're on a platform, then you'll actually just go through the platform and you won't actually cancel it. So if you're on a platform, you will have to cancel it by shielding. So that is an important thing to note. So next is his down B, which is kind of like, think of a Diddy banana, but combined with a snake grenade. So it comes out. It's grabbable just like a normal item, but it bounces randomly every time. There's no set way it's going to bounce. So if I do it right here, it could bounce really high like that 2 times, or it could go one little short one and then long like it just did and go way over the edge. It's not like anything guaranteed, but again, another good thing for ledge trapping, which is really nice, or just, you know, force people to do options so they have to avoid the grenade no matter what, and just force them to do bad options, which is always good. I'm stupid. Next is his side B, which if you notice, there are feathers above him when he spawns, which is an indicator for his side B of how many charges he has left. You can't get any charges back just by, you know, like getting them back or anything. You actually have to die in order to get this back, so there's no way of recharging the feathers other than dying. So that you will have to keep in, you know, reserve and be very conservative with it, but it does beat out a lot of moves and has a good amount of intangibility. I actually don't know yet if it is intangibility, because, you know, some harder hitting moves can get through, so maybe a form of super armor, but I really don't know. I just, you know, I'm just starting to use the character, so I'm still testing everything out myself, so I'm just I'm still learning, you know, but so is everyone, and I think this character has a lot of cool specials that he can optimize really well. I don't know if this is true, but I'm pretty sure you can neutral B into side B. Hold on, let me just double check if that's true. Come on. You kind of can, but another thing with the neutral B, the longer you use it, also you can hold it to do rapid fire, like the direct told us, or you can just tap it to get the single fire egg. Or did I hit shield or did I hit Z? Okay, so you can also use Z to put Kazooie away as well. Those are all of his specials. Now on to his normals. So on the ground, first we got his jab. That's his multi-jab. Kazooie comes out and does a little peckaroo. Peck, 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 peck. Get out of here. And they do a little yaw. Yahoo? Can I get some yahoo? So next is his down tilt, which is very good poke tool. It actually lunges him forward a slight distance. I did some testing with this like that. You can 2-frame with it if they go a little bit above the ledge. But if they go right to that ledge, I'm still testing out the timing with downward angled forward tilt, which I will talk about in next. But down tilt, really good poke tool. I don't really think it can set up into anything other than tech chase scenarios and just a general poking tool. Other than that, it's pretty good move. Next we have forward tilt, which is Banjo holding out Kazooie and putting his little foot up in the air. I actually was wondering if that... No, his foot doesn't have a hitbox. That'd actually be pretty cool. I actually think that this also has a tipper hitbox. So as you can see... Hold on, let me slow it down a little bit. Speed. So it looks like there's a little shiny point on Kazooie's beak, which looks like that it might have a, I don't know, that's a forward smash. How do I, so see right here, right at the tip of her nose or beak, there's a little shine, which I am assuming is a tipper hitbox, because it also did a little bit of a different animation. So if I hit him right there, you don't get as much as the... I think you get... No, you know what? I don't think it actually has a tipper hitbox. I think I'm just stupid. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm just stupid. Forward tilt does not have a tipper hitbox. I am just very dumb. Moving on, we have his up tilt. Not a very good character to demonstrate it on. That's a good example. It's pretty good for characters that are about his height, because if they don't reach around the area of his feet, slow that down. Similar to characters like Palutena and other characters who have very, very high reaching up tilts that don't reach above short characters. This is one of those moves, no matter how close you get to him, no matter what side you're on, it won't hit him, hit small characters if you are point blank. But other than that, it actually is a pretty good tool to get follow-ups off of. Keep in mind, you know, if you can hit the character. Otherwise, I would not suggest it unless they are on a platform above you. Otherwise, you could probably just up smash. Next, we have his smash attacks. So first, we have his down smash. Kind of like Charizard slamming his wings on the ground. Kazooie just slamming her wings, flapping them down. It sends at a outward direction, not at an up direction, or kind of more of a diagonal, but not, yeah, it sends at a diagonal and not a horizontal direction. So that's something to keep in mind. Next we have forward smash, which is not sure if it's disjointed or not, since Kazooie is not part and kind of maybe acts as a sort of such. Again, had to do more testing, had to see what it beats out and what moves it does beat out. But other than that, it's basically like Marth Sword, kind of, but a little bit slower. Pretty quick though. Next we have up smash, which is basically Bowser up smash with a point at the top. I honestly think Bowser has a really great up smash. I like the dragon, a lot of multi-hits, you know, they try to parry it. It's going to be a little harder than normal. Otherwise, I really like it. I think it's good for catching on platforms and just, you know, catching bad moves. A little bit of an anti-air. But yeah, really solid smash attacks overall. Next we have his aerials. First we have his Nair, which basically is Ivysaur Nair when it comes down to it. It really is kind of just Ivysaur Nair. It has drag down, so it has an ending hitbox. Hold on. I'm bad. It has a outward ending hitbox, but it also does drag in or drag down in the earlier hits of it, which can be nice. Next we have up air, which is a 2 hitbox move. As you could actually see, it's actually quite clear that it's actually 2 hitboxes, because you see one of the you get one pulling in and then one sending right up. So I guess I'll put that back up to speed now. Next, it's pretty good for juggling. I mean, it doesn't really kill. I don't, at least not till very, very high percents, unless you're on a triplat stage. But other than that, it's just a good juggle tool, which is nice for everyone to have. Next is his forward air, which basically is Ganondorf / Doc forward air. As a famous thread about Melee once called Ganon's forward air, we call it the punch. Because boy does that boy hurt. It's not a big hitbox, but it's out there. And this kills, like, is probably a bad character to have it on, but even Kirby, like, let's say 65. Alright, come over here. Okay, maybe not that low. Okay, maybe 80. That's almost dead. Okay, so let's say 85. Okay, 85. Yeah, kills at about 85 with or without DI. Not including that. Next is his back air. Actually, you know what? First I'm going to talk about his down air, because I don't actually think there is much to this down air. It's basically just Corrin down air without the drag down effect. It does not spike downwards from what I've used it for. So, never mind. I lied. It seems like it does spike on the activation frames. Yep. Yep, I'm just an idiot, like always. But, you know, I guess I got more research to do with this character. Yeah, so maybe it's possible to I think I shouldn't have jumped down there. Hold on one sec. Nah, yeah, no, you can't down air and recover from that. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a standard downwards aerial. Kind of like Bowser's, but without the ability to angle. I should have jumped there. I had one more jump. Next, we have his back air, which is his last aerial. I saw people talking a lot about how bad his back air was going to be, but from testing it, it's actually really fucking solid. First of all, it actually has some dragon properties. So basically, you can do you can do RAR, turnaround back air, down throw, forward smash. But the ending hitbox sends outwards, and it actually kills pretty decently, off stage especially. And good to just drag people in. And those are all of his aerials. Next I'm going to talk about is throws. And first, I'm going to talk about his down throw, which is probably his most important throw because it buries. like King K. Rool and Rob. So, not really much else to say about that. That's kind of dumb. It is mashable, because let's see, if I set the CPU to level 9, and they like insta-mash out of everything. Oh god, stop, 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 stop. Oh my god, stop. I just want to grab you. Okay, I'm just gonna wait till he approaches and shield grab. No! Oh my god. I attacked that. Okay, anyway, I got a better idea. How about I just do... Yeah, see, look how fast he mashed out of that. Because, let's see what happens if you don't mash. Yeah, that's what happens. You know, you can mash out of it, but I think the CPUs just have really godlike mashing, especially in training mode. Also, this is Kirby with Banjo absorbed. It's pretty cute. He gets a little necklace in the backpack. That's pretty adorable. Next throw is his back throw. Basically just Mario back throw, really. Nothing much else to say about it. Kills at decently high percents. You know, let's say he was like 10% higher, he probably would have been dead arena. And next is his forward throw. Pretty simple. It actually doesn't have much knockback growth, but the base knockback is really good, like most forward throws, so nothing else is new. And his up throw, it's not bad. You can get up throw, up air, but again, this is without DI testing. I haven't played against any real people yet. But this is just what I've been able to lab with his combos so far. He definitely excels off stage, I think. And he also just, you know, excels if you can get your projectile game going as well. You know, if you just can camp them out and they can't really do anything about it. So that's really cool. And also, like I said, his stuff sets up for ledge trap situations, which is always nice to have on any character. But honestly, I think Banjo has some real potential. He has some pretty good normals. He's really hard hitting. He has pretty great mobility for a heavy, which is very surprising. And one thing I actually like that it's just a little design aspect. So when Kazooie comes out to run, and you want to do a reverse aerial rush or a RAR, see that little turnaround animation she's in? So she stays out for that. But see, if you do a back air, she actually won't go back in the bag and come out. She'll actually just stay out the entire time. I thought that was a really, really just nice attention to detail with that. He's, you know, I think he's very... Oh, look at that little creep walk. Oh. Boom! Dead. But yeah, I think Banjo is a really good character, and I really look forward to playing him more, and I think I can do a lot with him. I've been waiting for this character since 3DS days, and it's the reason for my tag, you know, a Jiggy made out of butter. And for those of you who never played Banjo Kazooie, Jiggies are the main thing you collect in the game to progress. But yeah, again, my name is ButterJiggy. I am the first official Banjo main, and I will not take nothing from no one that I am not the first. I have been the first, and I always will be the first. Thank you, and have fun. Yo.